Yeah. We already know what it is, man. We back for another one. This one is a little bit more special, though, man. This one, don't get offended, man. This one is a little bit more special, man. Welcome to the Juicebox show. We gonna get right into it. I got my fam in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
From way back.
We talking way back,
like
1990, 91.
91, probably, yeah.
Yeah, I know, because I remember what songs was out. OPP just came out and all of that.
We already going
We was in the courtyard when that first came out.
Oh, my God,
yeah.
man. We was just talking about that the other day. Well, first, let me introduce him, man. My man Troy, my cousin Troy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And long time legend, man. You've been through a lot. You did a lot. Your mind is like on a whole nother level right now. You know what I'm saying? And we glad to have you here, brother.
Glad to be here, bro.
Glad to have you here, man.
Big vision concepts.
All right, so we're going to get right into it, man, so the people can get to know your journey and why you are where you are right now, sitting in this seat. Tell us from the beginning, like, Troy. Let's get Troy in the motorcycle building.
Yeah, Troy in the
motorcycle building.
Shout out to Mika
shout out to Mika for the documentary that we working on for the motorcycle building.
Yeah,
but
shout out to that.
Let's know Troy as a kid, man, and then we're gonna kind of like move gradually, like how we need to move through the story. You feel me?
All right. Matter of fact, I know where to start. I'm gonna start from how we even moved to the building, to the Indian motorcycle building.
Yeah.
837 State Street.
837 State Street.
Apartment 418. Like, yo, word. I was about 8, probably 9. Me and my older brother Corey, we had just came out of our foster care from where we was living previously. Incident had happened over there.
Okay.
We stayed with them for probably about, I want to say about 9 months, maybe.
So you giving me information that I don't even know.
Yeah. Then my mom got us back. You know.
Yeah.
Then she was staying in the motorcycle building with my grandmother, so that's where we ended up moving to.
Right.
Boom. That's that. That's how y'all got to meet us.
Right.
I was what, 90? Yeah, about 90, 91.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I don't even think Michael Jordan won his first championship yet.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
That's
heavy.
Yeah, that's heavy.
So what was life like, you know what I'm saying, coming into the building? What was life like for you as a kid, man? What it did from being like growing up kind of like scattered all over the place, always moving around. You know, I lived everywhere in Springfield. Yeah.
We moved around a lot. But when I got to the building, it gave me foundation. It gave me a place to set some roots. You know what I mean? Instead of always just moving around and then having you there, Marcus, you know, my best friend. Shout out to Sleep, you upstate. Mika, everybody that was just in the building. Special shout out Lee and Adrian, you know,
absolutely.
Martin, Booby. It was just a lot of kids in that building. You know what I mean? Bunch of little black kids just running around but having good fun. You know what I mean?
Fun,
this is the era where you went outside and got dirty and got scraped and got bumps and bruises and what happened to you and you know, and then we fought each other and then be cool the very next day. You know, over within like an hour. Yo, y'all could come out. You know,
right.
You know what I mean? That type of situation. It gave me a place to say, yo, this one. From
right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
That's what the building did for me.
So, all right. So as a kid, right, then that was the motorcycle building. Then we started getting a little older. Like we was all kids, and then we all started getting older and moving out, and then a lot of different things. Like, it was a lot of stories in that building.
Yeah, it was a lot of stories. It was about what, like 20 of us, probably about 20, 25 little kids, man. We got 5 floors in this building. Hallways is long. We running marathons, playing freeze tag in the elevators, playing basketball on the thing on the side of the door with the socks and all that, or the little small round ball, dunking on each other and all of that.
Contests, like all that.
Yo, we did a lot. We did a lot. That building for us as kids was like
a movie.
It was like a world in itself. You know what I mean? I would say like a world because parents wouldn't know what we was doing. We playing hide and go seek, hiding in the dryers and washing machines and all that. Like, yo, what these kids doing? Having good kid fun.
And when you was in that building, it's kind of like you kind of forgot about the outside world.
Yo, you because you didn't have to go nowhere. All your friends was right there. And the other kids that lived in the building, they had cousins coming over.
Right.
You know, BJ had Tasha and Toya and Tony and them coming. So you had extra kids coming. You didn't have to go nowhere.
Right.
We had a football field in the courtyard. We had the kickball running the bases.
Right.
We had freeze tag in the building. It was basketball in the hallway in the third floor, knocking on doors and running and kicking doors.
Bro,
nigga knocking. We had all of that. In one building. Only time we had to leave the buildings, go get some pizza or go get a tape from Uptown Sound. It was like, ooh.
And that was just right across
I took
the street.
people back with that one. Uptown Sound was like, yo, that's where we used to get our first tapes, yo, when we was kids, yo, paying for it out of our own pocket. Like, yo, let me get that Chris Course, man, for $1.
I remember that was the first time, man, me grabbing my own tape. That might be the first time my mom let me walk across the street by myself. You know, like to go get that tape, it was just like a whole journey, man. And life was just like free, man. Like you said, like we said, they talking about they outside right now. And
y'all not outside. When we was outside, we was outside like the whole day until it's time to come in, take a shower, eat some dinner, and go to bed and go to school the next morning.
Don't bring your ass back in this house.
That's a fact, yo.
Straight routines.
Yeah, now
especially on Saturday when your mom kick you out in the house smelling like bleach and
all that
chicken.
pine saw, fried chicken, all that goodness, man. Word. Little Kool-Aid in the picture and all that.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, life
from that era, man.
Yeah, and then you come in the house, you have dinner, you watching Living Color, or you watching Martin.
That's facts.
Oh, my God.
People don't understand. Martin goes
vibe.
When we was chilling in that building. Martin wasn't even out yet.
Right. Facts.
It came out as we were being those same little kids. So we watched Martin come out.
And then hold up, when you go to school the next morning, who you waking up watching?
Off the top of my head, I don't even remember watching nothing. I remember having to rush to get to school because of my brother and he in the bathroom and this, that. I don't even remember what we was watching.
For me, it was like the Smurfs.
Oh, yeah.
DuckTales.
Oh, yeah. I thought you was talking about something that was far-fetched. That was the regular shit.
Like
Rescue Rangers and all that shit.
Power Rangers?
Yeah.
You didn't even want to go to school.
Yeah, all that.
When Power Rangers came on, you're like, damn, I got to go to school.
Yeah, man.
The
all
original
that.
Power Rangers. Yeah.
But let me take you back. Like, before getting to the building, I was always outside, even as a little kid, because my older brother, he was 3 years older than me, so he was already ripping and running. And
right.
At friends' house, I couldn't go. I was like 5, 6 years old, so I would go outside, sit in the porch, always be by myself, or I had little girlfriends around.
Right.
I always had like 1, 2, 3 girlfriends around.
You definitely did.
So
you definitely did.
So I would go see
Troy with the ponytail.
Yeah, well, I used to have a long tail, yo.
Just, you know what since a ponytail?
Nah.
Word.
I had the Prince Hakeem joint. I had the Prince Hakeem joint that came over the.
Yo, he had this shit. It was like the golden child. It was like, yo, you see that nigga? You be like, yo, I want to cut that nigga ponytail so bad because you know that's where all his strength is at, right there.
Yeah, but outside of that, like, I was always a kid outside, but never really had nowhere to go. You know what I mean? Like, go see one of my friends. He got something to do. Go off to the next house and the next house and the next house, but never had like the Little Rascals type thing. You know what I mean? Like when we all out, like gang. And that's what that was the beauty of what the building was. It was like a bunch of black Little Rascals out here, for real.
And
it was
mad different characters like Lee, Adrian, like,
yo, rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Lee and Adrian, man. And it's like, they was like, we thought they was twins.
Yeah, yup. I used to think they was twins.
Yep. They wasn't even twins. And then you got Jason.
You had Marvin. You had Frederick. You had little BJ. You had Orlando. You had little Spanish kid Felix.
Right, Felix. What was the bad little nigga name? Matter of fact,
Joseph. Yeah, Joseph. Marcus' nephew. Joseph. That's my man.
I just seen Joseph like for the. What? Yeah. Joseph was a terrorist,
a straight terror. That dude, he would throw. I remember one time I remember one time when they had moved to Hartford. I went to go visit them for like the summer.
Word.
Yo, this dude Joseph threw a sickle. You know, a sickle to pick out the ground. Yo, and all that. Yo, he threw that piece at Adrian's head. Yo, like. Yo, but if Adrian didn't turn around and duck, his head would have been rolling down the street.
Joseph was a
Joseph was a terror, but man, you had a bunch of different personalities, man, in that building, and that's what made it special. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, sometimes you had a girlfriend that lived in the building.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend that lived in the building, or you had some girls that came to the building.
Facts.
It was just a lot of different things you could get into, and you never knew what the day was gonna bring.
Learning everything ourselves, like
we was learning everything about ourselves.
It wasn't no YouTube. It wasn't like none of that. We just like
no YouTube, no internet. You might have had a couple of old people that live in the building, like Miss Seal.
Mrs. Seal. Oh
Miss
my
Seal.
God,
I love Miss Seal. We used to bring her groceries in the house for cookies, for
Right.
little packs of cookies and all of that.
Damn,
Yeah.
Miss Seal,
But she made
man.
sure we got right. You know what I mean? She
Always,
wouldn't make sure you
always.
act a total fool. You know what I mean? She'd come get you. I'm gonna tell your mama. Bring
She
you
was
upstairs
thorough
to your
too.
mama.
Thorough and funny.
Yeah, she was thorough and funny, man.
Will, shout out to Will.
Shout out to Will. But
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. That building gave us some kind of structure. Even though we got it and stuff,
Yeah.
we didn't get into stuff to where we was getting arrested and, and things of that nature. You know what I mean? We go
And
cross
we
the
didn't
street
even
and go
see
hop in
police.
the... Nah, we was
We
in
didn't
the
even
cold.
see the police.
We didn't even see the police.
Yeah, we didn't see nobody. It was our world.
Yeah, we had our
That was
own-
our TV show. That was our world, man. For real, for
We
real.
might have to make that into something. Our
Yeah.
world.
You
Word.
see this guy every time we talk, man. It's
telling
something.
you,
Nah,
man.
that's a fact.
Things jump out at me, man. It'd be like that little light bulb, be like, bing.
Right.
No, when as soon as that bing go off,
Yeah.
run with it because
Nah.
it came to you for a reason.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Can
It's a
you,
fact.
Damn, man. I know we can't change the past, but imagine if we was on this type of wave from that building.
No, but this what I'm saying. This what I'm
You know
saying.
what I mean?
Yeah, think about it like this.
If we would,
If we never had to move and everybody move and go separated, that's what caused the disconnect.
Nah,
you know what I
facts.
mean? Was like,
Facts.
it wasn't like nobody had fallen out, so I ain't messing with him no more
It
and
was
nothing like that.
nothing that.
It was just
everybody moving.
dudes just had to
Yeah.
move. So
Yeah.
that just brings it full circle. Why we doing it now today?
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right,
But like,
right.
who else could do it? Like,
Nah, that's a fact.
the Indian motorcycle building story is so special, man, that we have to tell it because
Yeah.
people would not be able to, especially in this
Era?
era, they won't even believe it.
Nah, they
Like 25, 30 of y'all living in the same building and ripping and running and
crazy. And
Yeah.
no beef.
Yeah.
And if it was beef, we fight.
Yo,
We
it was like
playing
that-
football the next day.
Yo, it
Like,
was like that show, The Real World.
Yeah,
like-
facts in a building.
Yeah, in the building. It was like the real
Facts,
world.
facts.
Yo, you know such and such beefing with their boyfriend,
Oh
their
my
girlfriend, this,
God.
that. Yo, why you all in my business?
Right.
Now we are like, yeah,
Word.
no, we grew up like that, yo.
Nah, facts.
But now that
man.
we grown, man, it's time to bring it back full circle, man, and tell stories like this with platforms like this. You know what I mean?
So let's talk about that. Like we had that era, right, in the building all together as kids, and then like you said, we had to start moving. You know, we didn't have to start moving, but our parents started moving around and whoop de whoop. So, like for me, when I moved, I really felt like, damn, I really left a world of people.
Oh, that's
You
how I
know what I'm
felt.
saying?
That's how I felt.
So, and then you just start hearing about these stories of your people that you grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yo,
You know
word.
what I'm saying? So it's like I'm over here, and then like you start hearing about, okay, Lee and Adrian, they starting to hang on Andrew a lot more.
Yeah,
And then-
that bugged me out
you
when
know
I
what I'm
first.
saying?
I was like 14, 15 when I first. I'm like, when they
Right,
they used to
like,
have to go in the house at 6 o'clock because they had to go to
Right.
church and all of that.
Yeah,
So
they from the building now. They from, and then when you start meeting other people who know them from different situations, they're just like, oh, you don't know Lee, da da da. I'm like, nigga,
right,
I know Lee, nigga. I know Adrian,
Right.
nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like, and then it's like,
I knew him at 6 o'clock curfew.
right. I knew him in a whole different light. So when I'm hearing these other stories from everybody, like a lot of us, it's like, damn, that shit is wild. So even when I heard you getting locked up,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just like, we not every day no more. So what's going on right now? Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? What's going on in all these different stories? So talk to us a little bit about when did you get locked up? At what age?
I just turned 20.
You had just
I
turned
just turned
20.
20. I was only 20 for like 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, man. So even me hearing that, I'm like, Troy with the ponytail?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because my vision is us running around in the building having
my
fun.
mom. It's
You know
funny
what
you
I
say
mean?
that. My mom told me that same thing. She was like, we used to talk when I was in
Yeah.
jail on the phone, and she'd be like, such and such was like, yo, that
Right,
not him.
right.
She like, yo, not him.
And then
Like
it's
how?
okay, well, he got a little 6 months something. Then like, nah, you gotta do a stretch.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta do a 10-year stretch, man.
10-year
Like,
stretch.
Yeah.
You want to talk about what led up to it, or you don't want to talk?
Nah,
about
we could talk about it, but let's continue from the motorcycle building.
Okay.
So
okay.
boom, after the motorcycle building, This the thing with the motorcycle building. I didn't even know that we was living with my grandma. I thought my grandma was living with us.
That's crazy.
So it was like we was.
Wait, that's a fact. Because I felt like your mom. That was your mom's spot.
No, that was my grandma's spot. You see what I'm saying? It was my grandma and my auntie Lane. Rest in peace to her too, man. She passed a few years ago, but
I'm sorry to hear about that.
yeah, it was their spot. We, you know what I mean? My mom just had left a different spot, came and got us from foster care and all that, and needed somewhere else to go.
Yeah.
So that's how we ended up in the buildings.
That's
but the whole time growing up, I never even looked at it like, yo, y'all displaced and have to.
Right,
you know what I mean? Moving with a family member and get back on your feet. I never looked at it like that until I got grown. I was like, damn. That's why the building. See, it's we gonna be all over the place with this, but we gonna tie it in. When I was sitting in prison and just sitting back in my cell, some days I would just really reflect like where things went wrong, and I would always have to come back to the building because the building was the most happiest times outside of my son being born. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Outside of that. It was the building. And I was like, what made the building so special? It was like, yo, because I felt home. Like free. Everybody's
honestly,
family.
When
like
you left, even in the crib, but when you left out the door, you had wings. Like, you know what I'm saying? You flying around.
Right.
Having whatever's going on, you having fun doing it. Like, even if you fighting, like 10 minutes later, you finish whatever. Now we back outside playing football, playing tag. Or we having a dunk contest in the hallway under the fucking railings or the fucking door. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know how the door makes that like little square little piece right there? Bro, we was getting NBA All-Star games right there, bro.
It was like Rucker Park on that goddamn little corner of the door.
With the small ball.
With the small ball.
And
if we didn't have the ball, we had the socks rolled up.
And I was too
real shit.
I was too small to dunk on that piece. I had to step on the door and get the boost.
Yo, the boost.
Nah, for real, like NBA Jam, I used to got to get the boost.
Nigga. That's crazy.
But to continue where I was at was like once we left the building, we ended up having to move to Chicopee.
Okay.
Straight from the building, Chicopee. Off top. Y'all just took away my whole little foundation, my structure, my little rascal gang. Y'all done took that away. So now it's this is where shit get a little deeper because wasn't really no black people in Chicopee at this time. There was a lot of Polish people, a lot of Portuguese people. You know, you have Puerto Ricans and shit like that. But
we ain't have no white people.
When I went to fifth grade,
we ain't had no white people in the building.
Yo, this is what I'm about to get to. I'm about to bring it full circle.
Damn.
Listen. That's why the building stuck out to me so hard because in prison it was not, I don't want to say segregated, but kind of in a way where you got blacks that stick with each other, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yo, I haven't felt this vibe since the building.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, all right, let me go back to here, Tom.
Nah, I'm good for right now.
It's all
he over here busting down.
It's all Chicopee at the time. I'm like 10 years old, so I'm like fifth grade. I went to this school called Bowes.
Okay.
Wow. It was only 2 black kids in the whole school, me and a whole nother one, and we wasn't even in the same class. I was like, yo, I ain't never thought I would have that kind of experience in my life. Being from where we from. Everything was all black, this, that, and the third.
I moved to Liberty Street, so put in perspective, the where we was at in the motorcycle building, moving to Liberty Street now was like motherfucking moving in the white neighborhood. We're moving in the suburbs.
Yeah,
it's like moving in the suburbs where your mom trying to get you away from all the little rah-rah. Now looking at shit is like crazy. Like, so
it was different. So having that experience, being the only black kid on my side of the fifth grade and the other black kids on the other side, and we used to like wave at each other through like the window, like, yo, you black, I'm black too, like I'm here. If you need me, I'm here. That type of shit. But just being there, feeling like mad displaced, like with all these different people and stuff, I was just like, give up. Like you're never gonna have that. Like looking for that family again. You're always looking for that motorcycle building family to where it was all love. And it's just like you growing up and all this. It's like things ain't never gonna be the same. And yo, these dudes is cool, but these ain't these are my day ones from the mud. You know what I mean? From the kickball with dirt on your face, like all of that type stuff. And then from there, that's where the music started getting more hardcore. You know what I mean? You got the Onyx, Wu-Tang had just came out and all of that.
If you put in a perspective,
yeah, Wu-Tang
like
Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Yeah, all of that started coming.
Building, everybody was dancing.
Yeah, we was dancing. It was house party time, kid and play and all of that.
As we growing up, it's just like it's getting harder, and life is getting harder.
And it's getting harder. Real. And now I'm around all the fucking Puerto Rican niggas, and they think I'm Puerto Rican, so they want to put me in a gang. They want to put me in a gang. How a chick be, and I'm like, yo, fam, I'm black. Like,
that's crazy.
I can't be that. This, that, yeah. So, nah, I'm just saying, like, all of that just.
So what's your nationality? Because what is your mom?
I'm black and a part Italian, part Sicilian.
Okay.
My mom's half black, half Sicilian. My father's all black.
So your mom's not Puerto Rican?
No.
That's crazy. And if you seen if you seen your mom, you'd be like, okay, that's a Puerto Rican lady right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So going from an all black community, because mind you, motorcycle building, everything was black. The record stores, the store, the penny candy stores. I mean, like the regular convenience stores, the restaurants, Frank's Pizza,
black and African.
Everything, C-Town, and like everything that was around us.
Yeah.
It wasn't in Bravos. It was C-Town, bro.
It might have been something. What was the other one?
It was C-Town, bro.
It was another one too.
Yeah, all of that came.
Word. How old are you?
Now he's about 9 years younger than me.
Oh yeah, get it. Yeah. You gotta be quiet. This is a grown man interview right here. Nah. What's your name again? Shout out to my man.
That's my man Joe.
Shout out to my man Joe. Man.
Smoking Joe Murph.
Yeah.
His music coming too. But going from that environment to a whole different environment and like feeling like you lost your identity.
Yeah, and try to
bro. When in Chicopee, everything is like Polish. Like they own the barbershop, so I got a
Polish bank out there.
That's what I'm saying. Everything is so different. So now to get my hair cut, it's either let my step pops cut it, or I got to come all the way back to Springfield to go see Smitty or somebody and go get my hair cut. So it was like two different worlds, and it just led down just little by little, just led to more street stuff, more this, you're trying to search for yourself again. You know what I mean? Because there's no building to protect you now.
And you knew who you were when you're in the building.
Yeah.
But now you outside the building.
Yeah, you knew what yourself was in the building, because if you didn't, somebody's mom would let you remember.
Yeah. So now you out here in the world like, damn.
Yeah, there's no buildings, no nothing. So now you just pace. It's like a movie, man. You just pace in the streets, like really searching for your own identity.
That's a fact.
So boom, we ends up moving from there. Oh yeah. In that school, what messed me up for real, was all the white girls, when you did the school pictures and all of that, they used to come back to school and be like, yo, my mom said you was cute for a black guy.
Oh.
So at the school dances and all that, they want to dance with me. They around me like I'm caught in, like I could really... Fam, and mind you, you're a kid, like, all of this is happening. Like, yo, what the... Why am I being like the poster child for blackness
right.
in this place? But it felt good at the same time, because like, I ain't from here.
Yeah.
I'm from the building. And I'm glad that y'all recognize that. So
it's so wild how we all got our stories after the building.
Yeah.
Like,
so from there, we stayed there for a little while. Things is like really hard. Like I'm talking like the bottom of the barrel living, and we was like, yo, we gotta get up out of here. There's kids here and all of that. So boom, we ended up moving back to Springfield on Cherry Street.
Okay.
So now we back in the hood. We back in the.
I feel it again.
But now it's like you at that age now where you not, I want to say skipping school, but more so it's like, yo, I'm outside right after school, and now I'm starting to get into stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a whole nother.
Because there's no structure now, so everybody, you just following whoever's the oldest one out the pack, and whatever the case may be. Now you breaking into Springfield College.
Now the building.
Now you breaking into AIC just to get chased by the police looking for some kind of wreck, some kind of fun.
Right.
Boom. Now you're 13, you're hitting 13 years old. Boom, catching your first case, being somewhere you ain't supposed to be.
Right.
So that was like my whole story from a kid growing up was like, damn, I keep getting arrested, like hanging with the wrong people. Damn. See, when I had my motorcycle family, I was never in trouble.
Right.
So boom, so from there, now you into the music, you into all of this stuff. Now your homie got a gun now. Let me see that. Where you get this from?
Like
that type of stuff. Like, oh, let me see that. Boom. Let me hold this.
Right.
All right, you hold this. Now you Bishop and Juice. You know what I mean? Now you Bishop and Juice.
Because the movies are playing along with our life.
That's what I'm getting at.
We're getting soundtracks to our life from movies. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
So now you get your first gun. Now you're looking for the first person to rob. Like, yo, we gonna rob this person. That type of stuff. But to get up out of all of that, I spent my whole after the building, juvenile, probation. Going to a probation program over here because you just can't stay out of trouble, and it ain't even me. I'm with the wrong people. I hate to use that excuse. Hold up.
Little Troy from the building acting up. You know what I'm saying? So you hearing about it, just like, nah, that's not Troy. You know what I mean?
And my whole shit with the building, because my best friend Marcus sleep. Remember his sister was dating Tuka.
And
Tuka was the DJ in the hold up. He was the first person to give me my first microphone. He was in the crib practicing on his DJ stuff. You know, just like GQ from Juice. That's why that's my favorite movie. But he's practicing and he was like, yo, just get on the mic. So he passed me the mic. I know what to say and just started freestyling. After that, it stuck with me. But I was just like, ain't nobody gonna believe that I'm a rapper. So I kept it to myself. All of these years till I hit about 15, 16. That's with Gotti Gator and all that. That's when I started letting it be known. But the fact was, your whole youth, you was trying to go the music route, but everything else in life was pulling you, and you never had nobody to bring you and cuff you like, yo, I'm gonna bring you to the studio, make sure your demo get recorded and all that. You never had that. It's just bad stuff happening that's hindering you from going left, but you gotta keep going this way, and then going that way. Now you getting in trouble. So now it's hindering what you want to do off the muscle even more, because now you in trouble. Now your mom just mad at you. Now you got
the environment.
Now you influenced by the environment. You getting $40 bails every other, and it's like, boy, stay out of trouble. It's like, if y'all didn't move from the building, I wouldn't have been in no trouble. So for me, like sitting in prison, really thinking about that, I was like, yo, if I never left from that building, or if I left under different circumstances, things would have played out a lot different for me. You know what I mean? But I don't regret nothing that happened. But for me, part of my story is what I want to be telling like the public and all that. Like, yo, get these kids, yo, and guide them. Yo, grab their hand, man. It ain't enough to just tell them, yo, do good and just that. Save the babies. Like, yo, come and grab them. Like how you got to join. I'm sure your kids get to see.
Yeah. My son, you already know.
Because this is us now doing the opposite, like giving what we was missing. You know what I mean? You got an opportunity now. You trying to give it to your kids. We never had that. We had to like forge it for ourselves, like, you know what I mean? Carve out your own path. And that's crazy because I carved mine out when I went to prison. Because
say that again?
I carved mine out when I went to prison. Prison helped me sit there and think back, just reflect back like a movie and rewind. Just rewind everything to when things were good. That was my first thing to do. Yo, when was things ever good?
Damn.
Hold up. Now you're going through all of these episodes back. You're going back. Boom. Until it hits you. Boom. Motorcycle building. Now you studying that. What was so different about that? Didn't even realize we grew up in a whole black community. You see how people like today doing, we need community back and we need a community. Yo, we grew up in one. And it was so natural, a part of our natural that we didn't even realize it was something special.
We gotta take a pause on that.
drop a bomb on that one.
Damn, for real. We didn't even know it was that special.
We didn't even know it was special. It was just we was with our people every day, and that's what it was supposed to be. But as things progress, you know, you get mixtures and people moving and all that, and then you lose your way. This is why it's so important in what we're doing right now to have community back, because everybody was straight at that point. Every kid got on the school bus, went to school. It wasn't no skipping.
You didn't worry about money. You didn't worry about food. You didn't worry about clothes. Like, even if your mom had to worry a little bit,
because you had the hand-me-downs. Marcus, he was my best friend, even though he was younger than me. His mom would give me his, because he used to keep growing and growing like Shaq.
Hell yeah.
So she would be like, yo, here's the new polos, here's this, and it was nothing to take that. You know what I mean? Damn. We don't get that no more.
Yo, where's Keisha at?
For some reason, I want to say she's still in Michigan.
Yeah, I think she is.
I think she's still in Michigan. Last time I talked to Joseph, I think that's what he said.
So, all right, you start getting arrested. and you becoming a young adult, right? So what was some of the things you started getting arrested for?
Stupid stuff like we used to go to click up and then go to like the colleges, and we would go to the colleges just because it was somewhere to go and just to be nosy.
Right.
Little kids. Right. Oh, they got desks over here, finding change and little dollars and stuff.
Right.
And like they always say, man, the gateway is always one crime leads to something bigger, and then something bigger, and then something bigger, and then till that bang really hit you. So we would do little stuff like that, just run around the college, just to see what we could do, and you start taking little stuff here and there. Next thing you know, boom, we take a little change and little dollars left around in desks and teachers' desks and stuff. Next thing you know, we in the laboratory. Get the backpack. Now we're stealing VCRs and stuff, trying to sell the VCRs.
Right.
Boom, boom. Run back to the block. Go off them to my man's aunt for like $75 and boom, boom. So now we get money off this stuff. So now it's like, all right, we gotta go back. Boom. You get caught. Yeah, by your own mistake. We left something in the door and ended up supposed to take it out, but left the thing in the door. Police standing right there. Open the door. Put your hands up.
Man.
So it was at Springfield College. We got my first case was at Springfield College. 13 years old. It was the first time put on probation. And Mr. Ill part about that, from 13 up to 18, I was always on probation like the whole time. For one thing, then I get off probation like a year or two later. Yeah. Get caught doing something else. Boom. Same probation officer. Give you another year. Boom. Boom. Year after year, same thing's happening until I hit 17. Now my probation officer, she tired of me. She used to put me in like little youth programs after school so you would stay out of trouble. Yeah. Man, there's gangbangers in there and all type of stuff. So now that we clicking up after the probation program to go do some other dirty shit. And it's just like
so
these,
just in
and
a
it's
cycle,
not
really.
I'm in a cycle. It's not even that I want to be in the cycle. It's just where we're living at the time and who I'm around. Everybody I'm around is getting into trouble. So now I'm getting in trouble with them. And my PO used to always say, "You're not a bad kid. It's just you're always around the wrong." The same thing your parents would say. You're hanging out with the wrong bunch. So one day she just got tired of me, and she asked the judge to lock me up. So I think the judge gave me one more chance. And you know, when you're on probation, as especially like young, they'll do random pop-ups at your house. Yeah. So one day I'm in the crib, I'm burning down, I'm blowing down, and I'm writing rhymes. I got the beats on and shit, I'm babysitting and all type of shit. Man, and it was just one of those doors that when you knock, when you knock, that shit just creak open a little bit. Yeah. She came right up in there with the police, everything. I just smashed the blunt on the wall, let it fall behind the stove. She's like, "Yeah, pack it up. You're going." I'm like, "Go where? I'm babysitting. I can't go nowhere." She's like, "Where's the kid's mom?" She's like, "Where's the kid's mom?" I'm like, "She's upstairs at her parents' court." She was like, "Go get her." I'll go get her. She's like, "Yo, where you going?" I was like, "To jail." Whoa. Yeah, so they took me to jail for right then and there. Brought me to Pearl Street. I stayed the night there to court. Now I'm in juvenile. 17. Boom. Finally made it here after all of the bullshit. And I'm like, damn, how the fuck I get here? But that's look at the fuck shit. Look at the twist on that. I was just about to turn 18. So they let me out early, so I didn't have a long time to sit there and learn my lesson. Right. Now I'm 18, I'm back out, boom, boom, boom. Now I'm in the South End. Ends up moving to the boogie. You know what goes on in South End, man. This is early 2000s, so this is the dope haven. Cocaine, this is crack, this is it's like CBS. Whatever you want there, it's there. So I'm like, boom. Now just circumstance, my mom had moved to the West Coast for a little while, so I was stay with my brother when I was like 16, 17 during that time when I had did the juvie joint. So my mom ends up coming back, but she's having a little struggle to get back on her feet, so I can't go live with her. Right. Boom, my brother moved to South End, so I'm like, damn, I gotta go move back with him. Yeah, I feel like I remember when you. And I'm loving it. As soon as I get there, I'm loving it because it don't sleep, just like New York. I always called it like Little New York because they out there 4 a.m. They got the street, not like the street lights, but the lights on the building, so everything is still lit up. Yep. So as soon as I get there, I hear everybody moving and hustling and bustling. So I'm like, yup, I'm out there. Give me the house keys. Now I'm meeting people. Everybody everybody slanging that stuff, everybody moving.
Man,
So little by little, I start getting pulled into the joint. Then I meet a woman down there, boom, 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 which becomes my son's mom.
Okay.
You know, she meets me. I'm the new kid on the block. You're like, yep, I like him. He's the one. Boom, boom. You moving in my crib. Da da da. Pack your shit. Boom. So I'm young. She's 5 years older than me.
Oh, word.
You know what I mean? She's like 23 at this time. I'm 18. So it's just like, I bet. Move. I got some in-house coaching and all that type of stuff. You know? So boom, we go do that. Long story short, we in it. Hustling and bustling, fucking just doing shit you ain't got no business doing, and shit just start like little by little start getting real dark. So we splitting up every now and again. Boom, boom, boom. Get back together in a week. I ain't fucking with you. I see you get it a week type shit. Boom, boom, boom. You know that late teen shit and all of that shit. So, around the time when she got pregnant with my son, that's when it hit me. I was like, yo, we can't do this no more.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be here in this environment no more. Like cause it's not stopping.
Right.
It's getting darker. The music's getting darker. This the time when like the G Unit mixtapes and shit first started coming out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Cassidy vs. Freeway. This is that era. The D Block J Hood mixtape. This is just that. So I'm already feeling it. Like yo, it's getting darker and darker, and nobody's seeing that. It's weighing on me. It's like crazy, like draining me. It's like I need to get out of this street shit.
Yep.
But ain't got nobody to help you. So, man, my tolerance for just, I just felt like alone, like in a bubble. Like, yo, ain't nobody hearing me. I'm like, yo, I got a son on the way. He's going to grow up in all of this drug selling, gun busting, all of this bullshit. And I can't get him out of here because I don't know how to get myself out of here.
You dropping jewels now,
bro. I'm dropping real life. If they jewels, then they jewels. Let them rock them joints, man. Word. But nah, this is real life. And I mean, her just started going through mad stuff. You know, we at the point where we about to split. Like, yo, this just ain't gonna work. You doing you on the side, I'm doing me on the side. It's just, how is this shit gonna end? And I'm telling niggas, like 2 months before this shit, my situation happened, yo, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. You know when you just saying shit? They always say, watch what you say.
Yeah.
I'm saying it just to vent my frustration. Like, yo, I'm really about, cause y'all not hearing me.
Right.
I'm gonna have to explode and cause a whole fucking situation. Yeah. And then one day that situation had happened in my crib with somebody I let stay there. I'm not gonna go too deep in that situation, but y'all catch my drift. Situation had happened. Told dude don't do certain things in my crib. Mind you, I let this dude live in my house. He ain't had nowhere to live.
Okay.
So I'm like, yo, I can't see you in the streets, homeless, none of that. You can stay here, even though I just kicked niggas out of my crib. Cause my son was being born. This ain't no trap spot. This ain't no in and out type shit. It's got to be a home now. So that's what we was creating. Then I meet this other dude who's friends of my baby mom and her circle and all that. So I'm like, all right, you they fam, you gotta be my fam. All right, you can stay on my couch. Boom. Worst decision I ever made in my life. Looking out for somebody. Long story short, one day, me and my BM got into an argument. I dips out, go stay the night at my brother's crib. He lives on the other side of the south end. Boom. Comes home. We start getting into an argument. Boom.
You and your brother?
Me and my BM. Nah, I leave my brother's crib early in the morning, come back home. I had that gut feeling. Someone was like, yo, go up there. Even though things is bad, go up there and make sure shit kosher or whatever. So I go to, and this is, I'm going to give you the detail of this, because I was supposed to go to my man's house to go make some beats. He lived around the corner. So he was like, yo, go grab some Dutches. This when the 01, 02 haze is out. You know what I mean? So he's like, yo, go get the big Dutches for the store. Store that I was going to was closed. So now I got to go past my building where I lived at to go to the other gas station. And I was like, if I go this way, I'm going to go upstairs. So I go get the Dutchess. I could have kept going the other way and took the long way to my man's crib, but I was like, nope, going back this way, back past my building. Looks up at the 4th floor. I live in the 4th floor. Looks up, I'm like, yo.
And that's where you and your baby mom was staying.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo.
So homie is there.
I don't know who's there at this point in time. You know what I mean? So a few people I come to find out, but they were like all like sleep, knocked out and all type of shit. My BM's in the kitchen. So my gut says keep going. Don't run upstairs. I don't listen to my gut. That's what they always say. Follow your intuition. Yo, this is how I know intuition is real as the fuck. Because I go run upstairs. Boom. As soon as I go in the crib, she's in the kitchen Boom. She used to start yelling at me. Your mom's on the phone because we had just got engaged like 3 days before this.
Damn,
Yo,
bro.
I got a son on the way. Just got engaged.
Okay,
boom,
so
boom,
your
boom.
son wasn't born yet.
Nah, he wasn't born yet.
Okay.
Matter of fact, yes, he was. He was when I went in. He was a month and a half. So he was a little baby. He was a month and a half years old when this happened. Boom. So I goes upstairs. She's like, yo, your mom's on the phone. She mad because I gave her the ring that my father passed down to my mom's. And when it was my turn to get married, my mom gave it to me to give it to who I wanted to marry. Yeah.
Not to cut you off, but people don't be understanding what's stirring in the pot through all of that.
I'm glad you're saying that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you're saying that.
Because I understand that. Because when I get to that point, it's because
a bunch have been stirring for so long, and nobody's listening, and nobody's even listening.
Little things that nobody else can see means a lot more to you because you looking into it more. It's more sentimental to you.
Yeah.
So when things play around with those type of things, and it's just all stirring in the pot.
It causes an explosion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So goes upstairs, starts arguing. I grabs the phone, bang. Bang, I bangs on my mom. Yeah. I don't want to talk to her right now. I want to talk to you. Whoa. Bang, boom. Start going through it. I ended up leaving. Run out my front door all the way down to the first floor. She opens the door, calls me again. Your mom called back. She wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yo, this is the biggest gut feeling I ever had. I was like, yo, keep going. Because if you go back upstairs, you're going to change your life. For the rest of your life, it's going to change.
God damn.
That's on my dead auntie, my dead brother, all my dead. My gut said, yo, it's gonna change your life if you go back upstairs. So I'm in between the doors. 1 foot, like you always say, 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Literally, I'm in between the door. 1 foot out, one still in my building. And I just closed it, ran back upstairs on some ego trip shit. Boom, gets upstairs. Homeboy comes out from nowhere. He starts talking shit, whatever she had told him. And then now it's just like, yo, fam, today's not the fucking day, B, for the bullshit.
Right.
So now we are in the kitchen. I'm like, yo, fam, mind your business, please.
Yeah,
like, fam, this is me between this situation.
I was going to say that.
I'm like, yo, fam, put his hands on me.
Okay.
Like physical hands, like pushed me, and I'm like, "Yo, B, mind you, I already had a knife in my hand from when I came in. When we started arguing, I seen it on top of my microwave, and I usually always got a joint on me. Like I got a joint on me now, but I always had a joint on me. So I grab it, and instead of putting it up, I just got it in my hand because I'm lost in the conversation. Whoa, so dude comes out, I got the joint out, and I'm like, fam, today is not the damn day for the bullshit, fam. I'm like, my tipping point is, so I'm like, yo, look, if it's that deep with you, let's go outside. Even though I got a newborn baby here, I don't want to rattle my crib and my newborn waking up all, that stir shit that they say. You frighten the newborn and then get all fucked up. So I was just like, yo, fam, look. If that's what you want to do, meet me outside, boom, win, lose, draw, however it got to be.
Motorcycle building shit.
So I turned my back because he didn't bust the first move. So I busted it. As soon as I turned my back, stole me. Bang! I guess he thought it was gonna be a one-hitter quitter type from the way I looked at it because I gave him enough time to think the shit through. That ass gave him enough time to think it through. And we just staring at each other. So I'm like, all right, you ain't moving, I'ma move. Boom. Dips out, boom, do what he do, flung. And I just turn. And I just that situation. And that's all it took.
Damn.
One joint for one blade, one time. Bang. And I just felt the whole life like you could see that shit like leaving. I'm just like, damn, I did the wrong thing today. Not me. And you see in his eyes was saying, damn, I did the wrong shit today. Today's the day where
it's over. Damn, bro.
My nigga, man.
Damn, bro.
Yo, that situation. Yo, I knew that shit, bro. From downstairs before I went up there my gut said, yo, if you go up there, bro, soon as that shit happened, I was like, that's it right there. Cause I've been saying it for 2 months straight. Like in the middle of my streets in the South End with the blade out and everything. I'm gonna fucking kill somebody because niggas is opening the window. Triz, you alright? Yo, Trizzy, what's good? And I'm like, nah, nigga, I ain't good. But nobody's coming to check. And so boom, when that situation happened, boom, I just leave. From what I heard, dude collapsed in my hallway, boom, coughing up blood and all type of shit. And then next thing you know, they want to give me 40 to life. I turned myself in the very next day
you
after I
turned
talked to my grandma. I talked to my grandma. My mom got a lawyer because we didn't know what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I was dipping and dodging, ducking in different houses, and crackhead houses, and just trying to escape the situation to assess what the fuck just happened.
Yeah,
and then boom, and this is like a movie, bro. It was a snow blizzard that. This is February. It's February 17th, Michael Jordan's birthday. That's why I'll never forget it.
Shit.
That's why I could never forget what day it happened because it was Jordan's birthday. We used to be married, we used to collect cards and stuff. I always remember Jordan's birthday. And that situation happened on Jordan's fucking birthday, so I never forgot it. But the point was, when I finally got my ride, because my aunt was supposed to come get me, she got stuck in the snow. Because it was a blizzard like that. Yeah. She was trying to come get me, got stuck. She was like, yo, Neff, I can't even come get you. So my man that was with me the whole day, fucking helping me get around, and his man gave me a ride. He was like, yo, I'm gonna drop him off at his aunt's house. Me and him in the back seat.
They already kind of
hold up. He got his kids in the car. The dude that can't pick me up, he got his kids in the car, so he don't know what's going on.
Oh, he don't know.
Me and my man's in the back, and he keep looking at the rear view like. And he don't speak English, so he's talking to my man in Spanish like, yo, fam, what the fuck's going on? Like, nigga, you got me nervous. So he told him, it's like, yo, I think this nigga just killed somebody, bro.
Oh.
So he's telling him in Spanish, like, nigga, I don't even got a problem with that.
Right.
My issue is I got my kids in the fucking car. You should have told me ahead of time. Yo, that's when I knew how to separate real niggas from, because that nigga was like, nah, he said it in Spanish though. He was like, nah, Trizzy's my nigga. I would have still did the shit, but you should have told me ahead of time, my nigga, because I got my kids in the car. I would have dropped them off first.
Yeah.
Boom. So he dropped me off, get to my aunt's crib.
Bring it down just a little bit.
Yeah.
The mic.
I'm at my aunt's crib. Boom. She watching the news from her bedroom. I'm watching news from the living room. She got on channel 40. I got on channel 22 because nobody knows what had happened. We're just like, yo, did you kill this dude? Nah, I'm like, man, I don't know. Well, I'm hoping not be. Damn. And then when that shit popped up and it showed my face, murder investigation. And
it showed your face on the news?
Bro, and the crazy part is they used my 13-year-old picture from the first time I ever got arrested. They used that picture.
But you still look the same, motherfucker.
No. But on some real shit, when I seen that shit, man, it was just like I knew the whole day.
Yeah.
But my whole gut was just like, yo, he's gone, bro. And I'm just sitting there like, nah, hope not, man. When that shit hit, everything just stopped. You know what I mean? Me and my mans and them on the phone, like, damn, bro, like,
damn.
But and the other side of my brain was like, nah, I thought this is what we do. I thought this is what we be talking about. And everybody want to be the killer, and this, that, and the third. When somebody's dead now. That made me look at everybody on this street shit that niggas be talking about. It made me look at I hear niggas, but I don't fucking believe you, nigga. Because everybody's a killer. I've seen it with my own eyes. This dude is dead now. Everybody's...
Yes.
Shit. No. The ones that told us this is what we do.
Yeah.
Now he got a heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh shit. What we gonna do? Yeah, the cops just kicked in your crib, kicked in your mom's crib, kicked in my mom's crib, my brother's crib, everybody's crib looking for me. But now everybody's scared to be around me. All right, I'm gonna go do this fucking time now. Fuck all y'all.
Damn.
So when I got there, it wasn't even as. They were trying to give me the 40 to life. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking that's what's going on. My son just got taken away. He's in foster care now. He's about to get adopted now. And when I found out, when I was locked up, they sent me a letter. It was like, your son already skipped the foster home part. He's about to get adopted by two little lesbian white chicks and shit.
What happened with your baby mom?
Shit.
She probably was going
nigga. She just nigga.
Yeah.
The way she looked at it was like, I got this nigga killed. I tried to get him to get at my baby's daddy, and it didn't work out the way.
Oh, damn.
It was one of those. So she ended up fucking started smoking crack or type shit. Just all of that extra shit came into play from that whole shit. And I was just like, nigga, all I did was just react to everything that was acting on me when I was just trying to do music.
And it always happens to a good nigga.
That's what they say, man.
It always happens.
That's
to
what they say,
nigga,
but when they trying to give me that 40 to life, that shit really fucked with me. I'm like, hold up, this is Troy for the building. Yeah, like, what are you talking? Yeah. Like, I was looking at myself like that, like him. You can't.
Right.
And they was like, nah, B. When my lawyer came and I'm in the bullpen and he came and he brought me that paper that got all the sentence structures going down. I'm looking at the bottom. Right. I'm looking at the 18 months to probation and all that. He's like,
no.
I was like, what they trying to do? And he didn't even want to tell me, bro. He was like, man, they trying to give you this top shit. And I'm like, that nigga's fingers started going up the paper. I'm waiting for that shit to stop. That nigga didn't stop till we hit the top. Bang! 40 to life. Yo, when he said that, yo, my whole everything just broke, nigga. Just broke down, nigga. I'm slapping nigga sandwiches in the bullpen. You know when the niggas eating a little bologna shit, nigga, I'm just Texas tornado, nigga. I'm just swinging that shit like fucking Train Boys in the Hood, nigga. I'm just swing because nigga, my son's being imagine all the shit that's going on in my brain. I just turned 20. So you talking about 40 to life? I ain't got a chance to get out until I'm 60? Hell no. What the fuck going on with now I'm blaming God.
Yeah.
It really gets deep into that. And I'm blaming God, like, yo, if you know my heart and you know everybody's heart, then what the fuck is going on with me when I want to just rap?
Yeah.
How the fuck all this extra shit happened?
Damn.
That's what made me start hitting the books in the jail. You got the church dudes telling, yo, go to church and pray to God. Nigga, I've been doing that since my grandma.
Right.
I ain't talking about God and dissing and all of that other shit, but if he want to talk to me, nigga, come see me.
Right. Yeah, nah, I get.
Like, come knock on my door and be like, let me have this conversation, because that's where I'm at with that. Like, yo, I don't want to do this, and now I'm going around. Just as soon as I go upstate, and now I'm just going around different communities.
Yeah.
Church shit ain't working for me right now, B. I want to talk to God face, goddamn fucking face. Fuck y'all talking about. Now here gonna Muslim dude, you know Allah and all of this shit, nigga. What's that about? Let me get the book. Let me get the book. Now I'm down there in the masjid, sitting with them in the whole nine. Like, you know what? Nah, that's not the God I'm talking about, because I need him to knock on my door, and I'm gonna keep going now with the Buddhist niggas, the Asian niggas, the Cambodians, and the niggas from Thailand and all that shit. I'm up there with them with the booty shit. I'm already reading this shit before I even get with them. But now I'm sitting with them, like, yo, let me find out what this is really about. Like,
because I'm searching.
Nah, because in they shit, it talk about you can't kill bugs. Well, I just killed a human being, so this ain't for me. I gotta go.
Right.
So now I'm like, yo, God, what you talk about? So now I get around Native Americans, the Rastafarians, the 5%ers, all of this. I'm like, yo, fam, y'all not saying what I need to hear. I need God to knock on my door. The only time I heard somebody knock on the door is when I knocked on the fucking door. God was me and through me. When they would say God works through you, only time I heard somebody knock on that door, it was me doing that shit. The pastor didn't do it. This person didn't do it. The imam couldn't do it. The Buddhist monk couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Nah, it was the inmates, the lifers, 60, 70 years old that came and got you like granddad, like, yo, let me school you up to something. And now you sitting there crying because you wish you got this on the street. So that's why things like this, like what we doing now, why it's so fucking crucial, because now we got some education, we got some know-how, we got some kind of direction where we can reach back. And nobody ever reached back until I got sat there. So now So now prison at this point in time, mind you, the prison that I'm at, this is where Malcolm X did his time at.
Where's that?
In MCI Norfolk.
Oh, yeah?
It was called something else. Remember when Malcolm X got locked up in the movie?
I mean, I remember when he got locked up.
It was talking about not eating the pork and the white women and all that shit. That was the same prison I was at. Because they got a whole Malcolm X class in there. So now I'm getting mad education, and I'm just like, why wasn't none of this on the fucking street? I wouldn't even be here right fucking now.
Hold up.
This is why I'm so big on education.
Oh my!
I'm big on education because, yo, everybody starts getting enlightened when you go down for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. That's when you want to get enlightened. No, let's get enlightened before we get there. God. We might have to end it on that one. Yeah. Oh no. Oh God. Nah, but that's what I'm saying. This is why, Chris, what you doing, bro, it's a platform for people to tell their stories, but we need to start telling our stories before we get behind the wall to make sense of our stories. Right. We need to start making sense of them now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And telling them now.
That's why I'm like, bro.
Yo, you're clap for yourself, brother. Put your butt. Nah, that's a fact, bro. Because if you didn't have this, I wouldn't be telling this story. Right.
I
tell it to him, but it'd be in my house.
But that's what I'm saying, man.
Like, this is for the public, B.
I'm tired of hearing these fucking stories.
Yeah, I'm like, yo. I'm telling him, like, yo, we need a platform. We need something. I need to get this off one good time, bro. And it's you. Look who it is. My cousin. Motorcycle building. Talk to me. Who else could have did it but somebody from the building?
Oh my God.
Who else?
Shit getting heavy in this motherfucker.
Bro,
right
and
now,
imagine this is what I walk around with every day. in my head.
And that's
I need this person. I need to get with Chris. I need to get with this person. Pat got the club over here. We need to
yeah. But that's why I wanted to sit down with you, man, because even for me, I don't, like, we never know. I don't know. If I knew him for 20 years, I still don't even know him for 20 years. Right.
That.
You feel what I'm saying? So I know you forever, but I still don't know you forever.
Right.
So let me get the story, and then what I know you've been through from the outside. Yeah. If it can get to a younger kid or somebody
it's
younger,
it has to,
and they could watch this.
This is what I do that for. I do it for that kid that's 16, 17 years old, about to go up the way, who's behind that door, who's behind that door, peeking out that little window, and nobody knows he's even behind that door, and he's about to go through a whole world of shit that could either make him or fucking break him.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's heavy, bro.
I remember when I was 17. This is the last thing I'm saying. When I was 17, when I was going up to the juvie joint, and they take you to the back of the courthouse and get you ready for the bus and all of that. I remember seeing another black kid, peeking down through the wall. And you know what they always say, the eyes are the window to the soul. I only got to see one eye because the window's so small. He only had one eye there, but that one eye was like, "Yo, you see me? Don't forget me." That's why I don't forget nobody, because I remember seeing that, and the hurt from that one eye was like, "Yo, you might be the last person that I see." And I was like, I ain't gonna forget you. That's why I'm doing what we doing now for that kid.
So let's we gonna get into that, man. We definitely we gotta do another round, man.
Yeah, let's do a part two.
We gotta do a part two,
man. We just really just skimming the surface, bro. This is really, you think it is deep for most people. This is really just the surface.
I know, bro. I know, because even the stories, like, I know it's stories inside the stories.
The stories we gonna get part two, part three, and probably a part four if we need it.
Yeah,
it's ill like that.
How much time
man.
you got? You got another half hour? I want to see if we could talk about.
Go ahead. Let's
after.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about, your sentence and a little bit of your time and where you at now with it.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, they wanted to give me first degree murder. That's just when you go to prison for stuff like that, they try to give you the max off top, then you work your way down. So I ended up not getting the 40 to life. I ended up getting the 10 in a day. That means you got to do 10. You can't, ain't no parole, ain't none of that. You got to do that 10 and that's that. You know what I mean?
You said 10 in a day?
Yeah, that means, I don't even know why they name it that, but it just means you got to do these 10.
Okay.
Plus, and it's like plus a day. Yeah, you got to do that.
If you got any other bullshit, you might have to do the other 10.
Nah.
None of that?
It's just you just got to do this goddamn 10.
Okay.
10 a day you can get good time.
Oh, word.
You can get good time, but you ain't gonna get that much. This Massachusetts laws is, their shit is way different.
Right.
Yeah, Massachusetts is way different. You can get good time on that, but it's just still the fact that you got to do a 10 piece.
So you did a 10 piece.
Yeah, at 20. So from 20 to 30, they took that my whole 20s from me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like to be a 20-year-old on the street.
Well, let me say something. Let me say this real quick. 20,
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I don't know what none of that felt like out here.
I know it might not sound like it, but you still got blessed.
Nah, that's a fact. The OGs saying? Up the way made sure. They sat me down and made sure, because I used to have a chip. I was up there with a chip on my shoulder, bro, like a bad one. And they was like, "You're gonna get killed up here with that goddamn chip on your shoulder, and you're not gonna go home."
Right.
So it's like, which way you wanna go?
Because
looking 20, nigga.
Yeah, but a lot of them dudes, they're like your granddad's age, so you'll sit down and listen to him. Like, he got something to say. Let me sit down.
Yeah.
So you go to school, do this, get a job while you're here. Boom, 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 boom. You like music? They got a music program over there. Sign up for that. Work on your craft. Boom, boom. And when you come home, you try to be the best father you could be for your son. You know what I mean?
So you feel like you was getting good lessons in there.
I got the best lessons in there, and
That's what I'm
and the
saying.
ill part about it was just like, damn, why ain't none of this in the streets? It's because most of the granddads is locked up.
Right,
a lot of
right,
these dudes,
right,
a lot of them
right,
dudes that I was around, I used to walk the yard with. Them dudes is in their 50s, 60s, 70s. Some even in their 80s, bro. They telling you stories about when they used to actually march with Martin Luther King. I was like, damn, man, you been here since then?
Damn.
It was like, yeah, I've been here since 60 something. I'm like,
God,
jeez, you didn't even get to see the crack era or none of that.
Right.
So you're definitely, if you wise enough, there's a lot of people up there and you young and you doing little dumb stuff, still trying to live like you in the streets. Man, I got fed up with the street shit as soon as I got there.
Right.
So just like,
but
nah.
then I mean, sometimes jail can be a blessing. Like
it is, because where I was at, they had Boston University up there. You can get a degree up there. They got the Malcolm X class, like I was saying, to teach you like the different phases of life and how if he was in this same prison, how he became a prominent leader, you could too. So they had that class. They had a Tupac class where the teacher would use his music and you be studying his Tupac lyrics and stuff to see how you was in trouble in the system and in society you grew up in.
Crazy.
Only that one prison has all of that in it. There's not another one in this whole country.
That's crazy.
So you get what I'm saying? They could have put me anywhere, but it would just I happened to end up in this one that had just so much to utilize if you had a brain to use it. Because a lot of people don't, and they don't see all the good shit that you can. Man, I'm in there. I'm taking it all. I'm getting that. I don't care what it is, as long as that shit is equipping me, so I could be a better me when I get up out of here and do more meaningful shit. Man, I'm all for it, man. So, I'm gonna sit here, hit the Yamin on that one.
Hit the Yamin on that one.
Nah, for real, because now it's a lot of people always tell me like how did you come out the way you come out when most people come out. I was like, because they dude, I'm gonna end it with this.
But you gotta think too, like you came out because you never really wanted to go in that way. Yeah,
you but nah, I'm gonna tell you something.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna end it right here. There was this dude named O. He's from Boston. I used to hang with him. And one day he was on the phone with his moms. He made a collect call to his moms. And he was telling his mom, I'm gonna do this when I get out. Da, 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 da. And this way he told me, because he came back like kind of like crying. I'm like, what'd she say? He was like, I'm trying to tell her all the good stuff that I'm doing and what I'm trying to do when I get out. And she was like, I've heard this before and this, that, and the third, but this was she busted him in the head with. She said, it sounds good coming out your mouth. She said, but you ain't done until you done in your heart. You can say you done with your mouth, but until your heart is done, you're going to continue to. I was done. With all of that. But that's why I ain't been in trouble since. I've been out 10 years. I've been in 10 and out 10 and never been in trouble yet.
You know how we do. That's another movie right there.
Yeah, that's another movie right there.
In 10 and out 10.
But yeah, that's what it is you have to, what she said you have to surrender in your heart. You know what I mean? Until then, you're going to keep doing the same shit and it's going to sound good coming out your mouth. And I was just like, I didn't want that. I want people, when they heard it from me and they seen it, they felt it. It was like, this nigga's not going back. Because the CO, I remember CO said that when I was on my way out from behind the wall to go to a low security. I heard him whispering to another cop that, a CO, he's leaving, but he'll be back.
Word.
And I just looked back. I didn't say nothing. I just gave him that look with the puckered up lips, nigga, please. I ain't coming back here.
This motherfucker.
Nah. And that's why we doing shit like this right now, man. Everything that I prepared for in there, writing songs and preparing scripts and this, that, and the third, we utilizing that shit now.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. God damn.
I ain't even gonna say no more on that.
So what's your mission now? You know what I'm saying? After all that you've been through, you're still young.
The mission is to get Springfield to feel like how Springfield felt to me in the motorcycle building. That's the goal.
Yeah.
And if we can achieve that, then we replicate that throughout the whole New England and put us on the map so the rest of the world could be like, damn, them dudes got stories. Them dudes, we was overlooking them dudes, but we got to go up there. We got to go up there because that's where the real shit's at. That's a
we
fact.
always definitely got overlooked.
This what we doing right now, man. We putting in the word with the book club, with the music. I got the automatic shit with my partner out in Hartford, CT, my man Jamar Audemars. We're just doing the music. We doing events. Everything, podcasts, whatever we gotta do to clean this mess up, man. That we had a hand in and creating.
Yeah.
Then that's what we gonna do, man. Cause we got children.
Now let me ask you this. This is another little deep question. Do you get frustrated? Well, like knowing what you all been through. Like you've been through the worst. You know, seen some of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get frustrated with the way that things are? Like, how do you deal with people?
Yo, super.
Yeah.
Yo, I get super frustrated to the point I'll be like, man, y'all gonna make me pop again.
Right.
But now I know meditation and all of that stuff. I know how to tame and work around all that stuff. But I get frustrated. But then at the same time, after the frustration comes in the compassion, because at one point in time I didn't know shit neither.
Yeah, facts.
And just because I read all
facts.
And just because I read a bunch of books, like 1,000 books on anything you could possibly
when
think.
You was saying all the books you read, I'm like, God.
Bro, if I show you the list of the books, you're going to be like, yo, the book keeps changing pages. But the point is...
Not even only that, all the books that you done wrote down yourself.
Yeah, but the point is that I'm trying to make is that...
You don't want to let that out of the bag yet.
The point, just because let me say this.
Yeah.
Out of all of that, the main thing that I got out of all of it is to stay with that same love that you had when you was a kid, and the world keeps trying to take that out of you, and you going through a lot of frustrating situations and around a lot of people, and you just think they on some fuck shit. And a lot of people are just fucking confused, bro, about how to navigate through. And it don't even matter your fucking age either. You could be an old motherfucker and not know nothing, or you could be a young motherfucker and know the most.
Damn, man. Damn,
I'm gonna leave it right there, bro, because I didn't mean to get.
Yeah, that's the most I ever hit that button on this motherfucking show. I know that shit right now.
Yeah,
man.
so we're gonna have to do a part 2, man, or a part 3 or whatever, man.
Nah, we just gonna keep going. Whatever you wanna, like hit me up. Like, yo, I need to feed them some more.
Yeah, well, let's put this one together, put this one out, and then we wait for the response and see what happens. Yeah,
man.
Like, then we'll do the next part, man, from the response to the people, man. Yeah. But we've been trying to do this one for 2 months, man. And I'm glad that we finally sat down and got it done.
For real.
Because you just helped me get a lot of shit off my heart and a lot of shit off my brain, man. That I've been wanting to tell the masses.
And it's a lot of motherfuckers that's in their room, that's in their house, and they have that anger right now as you speak.
Yeah, that's
you know
a fact.
what I'm saying? So hopefully, man, this could reach them. And make them think before, make them think before, you know what I'm saying, it gets to that
and
point.
even if you can't think,
we all have that monster in
and
us.
even if you can't think, and the situation might be that thick, find somewhere to isolate yourself and breathe.
And listen to that gut. Yeah.
Breathe.
Yeah.
I learned that. I wish I learned that a long time ago.
Yeah, man.
Just breathe on it, man.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Facts. Man, I appreciate you coming through. It ain't the last time.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
You know what I mean? We got a lot of work to do.
No, that's
you know
a fact.
What I'm saying? And this is all just gonna bring it together, man. And we're just gonna, make it happen, man. And we ain't got to change the world, but just change somebody that's next to us.
In prison. That's why I came up with that slogan: transform you, transform everything. Because it was always, how we can change the world? How we change the world? You change the world by changing yourself.
Facts.
Because by changing yourself, you change the little world that's around you, and then it just keeps spiraling and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So if we all change ourselves, that's how we will change the world.
And don't forget about that happy kid from the motorcycle building that's inside of you.
Nah, man. That's a fact, man. That kid's still there, though.
That kid is in all of us, man. Yeah. But like you said, the world tried to shape us and pull that away from us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's one thing. If I say one last thing, is to always to keep that child that you had in you. Yeah. Carry that into your adulthood until the casket drop, bro. Because that's the real you.
That's the real. We out. We out. We out.